Joey, comment ka nga isa pa. Tingnan lang natin kung live yung comments dito. Kasi naka-browser lang ako eh.
Try mo nga mag-send ng stars kung updated.
Yun, maganda yun. Ayan.
Ay, di natin nadala yung ano natin, no?
Alin?
Yung stand.
Oo nga, no? Naka-table tayo ngayon.
Okay lang, hawak na lang.
Actually, ganito din yung style ng podcast ni Raymond Marasigan.
Raymond
Marasigan, yung drummer ng drummer ng E-Heads.
Okay, oo.
Tapos
nagpa-podcast siya.
Shit. Ba't na naman? Ayaw na naman niya mag-charge.
Sim, hanapin natin.
Bawal na pag-ibig ngayon, guys.
May bat ka pa, Tito?
Oo, may power bank ako.
Hindi, ito. Pwede pa ba ako dito? Kumanek sa power bank.
Oh.
Wait lang, guys, ha? We'll start in a few.
Wala naman ako charge. Kaso, wala siya nung... Ito pala. Ito lang.
Bakit ako nagbuko juice? Ayan nga, kumukulo na yung chan.
Oy, sa mga nanonood, hello, Jam O'Connor. Ano ba?
Mahina audio, mga tito. Tatayo ka ngayon.
Mahina ba? Wait lang.
Hello. Thank you sa feedback, Yam.
Thanks, Mrs.
Yes. Messes.
Anyway, habang inaantay natin si Tito Jerds, batiin muna natin si
Sino to?
Tita Yam.
Ay, congrats nga,
Graduate
Tita Yam.
siya. Ano yun? Air Woman First Class something. Mrs. Lopez. Legazpi Lopez.
Malinaw, oh.
Ganda.
Ayos.
Yun. Congrats, B.
Tita Yam, pakisabi kung okay na. Pero feeling ko okay na. Salita nga kayo, Alphonse.
Hello. Shout out kay Marvin Sencho.
Hello,
Shout out
Kuya
mo raw.
Marvin.
Malakas na, sobra.
Basketballs.
Ba't kasi ayaw mag-monitor? Hello. Hindi, nilakasan ko talaga. Ayan, normal. Normal speaking voice.
Ayun. Okay na.
No, walang unan. Bumamakot yung chan ko sa t-shirt.
Kaya tayo nagda-diet. Shoutout kay Marvin Sencho.
Uy, 17.
Uy, hi guys!
Akalain mo yun.
Hello guys.
Sa 17
namiss
viewers.
tayo.
Oo nga
Oo,
eh.
eh.
Sorry kung na-late kami. So, ang kwento niyan, kung sa mga avid fans,
Sa regular
Oo,
supporters, loyal supporters.
sa mga regular na nanonood ng OMSIM, alam nyo na ang setup namin ay sa bahay somewhere.
Nila
Diba?
Tito Alf. Na hindi
na hindi sa Malolos.
Hindi.
Malayo.
So, ngayon, nag-decide kami na dito sa Music Mate mag-start ng setup. Actually, before pa napapag-usapan na. Pero medyo doubting kami. Feeling ko wire yung problema. Medyo doubting kami kasi...
Sa internet.
Oo, yung connection sa internet and all. So
that's what happened.
Oo, that's what happened. And everything else is Pero mukhang maganda, Mukhang maganda yung sagap na internet. Thank you, Globe at Home, sa mga taga, pwede ko ba sabihin? Santa Isabel, Music Mate, Pinopromote natin, di ba?
Tama.
So,
sasabihin ba natin sa ibang lugar na sa iba pumunta?
Tama. So, dito na kayo guys sa Music Mate. Ewan ko
Santa
kung
Isabel.
ongoing pa yung enrollment. Tito Alf, ongoing pa ba yung enrollment ng tutorial o hindi na?
Ongoing pa rin, kaso ang problema namin, walang bakante.
Ganun. Sobrang
Oo.
patok kasi ng Music Mate guys eh. So, siguro sa next na opening ng batch of enrollees sa kahit anong tutorial, agahan nyo na yung,
Agahan nyo.
yung pag-enroll.
Huwag silang magpapahuli.
Yup. So, ayun. Yun yung
Saka
story.
medyo close up tayo ngayon.
Oo, totoo.
Ang gap lang yan, pag madami tayo, syempre.
Ilalayo na lang natin yung camera.
Mag-adjust
Okay
tayo
din naman
ng
malayo-layo eh.
camera angle.
Oo, kita. Yung noo ko yun, nangingintab oh.
Pero okay
Yun.
lang.
So, how was your week? Ay, hindi ako naka-congrats ha. Congrats kay Tita Yam.
Congrats, Yam.
Tita Yam, congratulations.
Meron na siyang baril.
Wala pa. Gusto nga niya bumili. Kasi mura na lang yung LTAP kapag reservist ka eh.
Okay.
May discount.
Parang
So,
200 pesos.
pwede mo bang may explain
200 pesos?
mo ba kung paano ang job ng isang reservist? As far as I know, may mga artista din na reservist no?
More on community sila eh. Community yung mga reservists na hindi na-attendan ng mga organic tatawag nila doon.
Organic.
Na mga Air Force talaga.
So yun yung as in field that nasa talaga Air Force. Yun yung mga organic.
More on community service, yung mga medical mission, yun kasama sila doon.
Okay.
Feeding, pag may mga typhoon.
So sa mga merong main career, I must say, pwede mong isingit talaga yung pagiging reservist, ganun.
6 months lang naman yung period niya eh.
Okay.
Online classes, tsaka may mga physical attendance, physical training.
Magandang gabi, Tito CK.
Hi.
Titos.
Hi, Tito CK.
Hello,
Guys,
Tito CK.
pakisabi, please. Maraming salamat, pero pakisabi yung yung audio level namin kung okay lang. Kasi bago yung bago yung lugar, bago yung
Oo, saka
setup.
parang medyo ma-echo eh.
Oo.
Hindi naman siguro rinig yung echo sa
Pagod
mic.
ako.
So, dapat alas 8 talaga yung live. Kaya nag-post na kami ng mga 7 eh.
Oo.
Kaya lang, technical difficulties.
Hindi.
Lacking technical equipment pala.
Oo, may kulang.
Missing.
Oo, guys. Na medyo minotor pa natin.
Medyo importante, no?
So,
Dali
kinailangan
ako.
balikan. Kasi nga, bagong setup eh. So,
Oo.
may nakakalimutan.
Totoo.
Ayan.
Yan. Hindi naman hindi na ako magpapasok ng intro kasi hindi ko hawak yung mouse nandun. So, yun.
Introhan mo.
Sige. Introhan ko, guys,
Yung mouse lang daw.
Okay.
Ito naman, pinalakad mo pa si
Ba't
Tito
pinabot
Zerts.
mo na sa akin? Ikaw naman.
Itanong mo sa tito mo.
Malakas lang boses niya tonight.
Lalayo ko na lang. Masyadong
Pagod na eh.
nakaganto kasi ako eh. Nakadikit
Malakas
sa akin.
Energetic lang si Tito Alphonse tonight.
Sim.
Di baka inisa-isa ako kasi ng adjust ng gain eh. Baka nasobra yung kay... Goods naman sa akin yung audio, Tito. Tito CK, thank you for your confirmation. And
Si Tito Carls,
your
baka may
attendance. Andyan ba, Tito Carls?
Andyan?
Hindi. Inaantay ko nga eh. Tito Carls, paramdam ka.
Ayan, may battery na yata yung phone ko.
Si Tito Joey, dapat andito din ngayon eh.
How was your week, mga tito?
Okay naman.
Okay din.
Sabi ko kay Carls, pumunta siya
Anong
dito.
ganap?
Kasi may pa-English conference ka ako to na
Ngayon ba yun?
Ay, oo nga pala, no? Gusto
Sabi
nyo
ko kay
ba?
Carls,
Gusto nyo?
Ewan ko, ako okay lang sa akin.
Okay
masaya
lang din.
yun, masaya din yun. Makulit yun eh. Diba?
So, tutuloy natin yun ngayon.
Are we gonna?
Are we got...
We can.
Okay, let's
We
do
can.
this shit.
Sa mga nanonood, sa 18 viewers, sabihin nyo guys kung gusto nyong gawin tong podcast na to in English, ha?
Sabi ko nga makulit yun, Carl, sama ka. Kasi masaya rin yun eh.
Oo, saka para yan sa mga viewers natin sa US. Kasi yung demographics natin,
Oo.
lumalaki na
We have
eh.
some fans in other countries.
The podcast has its reach na. So, yun. Sa mga nanonood, sabi kayo kung gusto nyo ng kung gusto nyo ng... Akala ko kami yung kinakamusta nyo, Titos.
Oo, kumusta rin kayo?
Kayo.
Kayo, kumusta kayo?
Nadulas na kami.
How are you guys?
How are you?
Ayun, work, pagod. As usual. Wala naman masyado nangyari this week. Ano lang din pala, nagpe-prepare na kami for recital. So,
Any highlight of your week?
highlight.
English.
What's the highlight?
So the highlight is we use the lights for the photo shoot.
Oh, you're joking.
No, it's not a joke.
It's real thing.
It's useful already, not just for the podcast. We also used it for Music Mate photo shoot for the recital posters and promos.
I thought you were joking. So, no fun's intent. Anyway, how about you, Tito Ram? How was your week? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with sharing the live.
Is this the start of the
I
English?
haven't shared the stream yet. Okay, let's do it.
So, my week,
Go ahead.
sorry. Sorry for the mistake. That's scripted. Aside from Yam's graduation, which is very fun, we also had to attend our monthly meeting in Freemasonry.
Oh.
Okay.
So the reason why I'm telling you that story, guys, because I do have one kuyang or one hermano that approached me.
What was the difference between Kuyang and Hermano?
It's a different jurisdiction, eh. So they have, different way of calling your brother.
Okay.
Something like that. So different jurisdiction. In our case, it's hermano. So I approach him, even though we're not really that close.
Mm.
And I told him that, hey, hermano, how are you? Something like that.
Something like that. Okay.
Something
Yeah.
It's really hard, eh.
you know.
That's why this is fun because it's challenging.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
let's do this shit.
You need to translate. Anak na.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. For the foreigner fans,
Yeah, for the
This ep-
foreigner fans
this
out
episode
there.
is for you. Okay, go. So, you were talking to your
I was
hermano.
talking to my friend, my brother. I was asking him.
I thought you were
How
not
are
that
you?
close.
We're not that close, but
But-
we need to approach and you
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to
yeah.
know everyone.
Okay.
So, how are you? How's everything? And he told me that I'm great. I want to join your podcast soon.
Ooh.
Really?
So even though we're not that close, but I know he's my friend definitely in Facebook.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So I was just shocked. I just want to share that story because there are
Yeah.
some listeners that aren't commenting.
I
Yep,
know.
yep.
I know.
We have silent viewers.
Silent viewers.
Silent
Uh,
And
well,
there's
we,
a
we,
lot-
we appreciate you guys.
There's a lot of that silent viewers.
So that's my week.
But by the way, congrats CK, Tito CK,
Tito CK,
Uncle CK
Uncle
for-
CK,
Uncle
for-
CK.
for getting hired
and for getting
Oh.
high.
last month. Yeah.
Congratulations for getting
Good luck
hired.
on being alipin na sa salapi.
I hope that's at least a 50% increase from your last salary. So,
Maybe it's his first.
How about you, Tito George? What happened this week? Any
don't-
highlights, lowlights?
I don't have any...
What's your strengths
and weaknesses?
Makol. I don't have anything specific, I guess. But a while ago, I went to Honda
Oh.
Giginto. I picked up my car. I'm not sure if I was able to share in one of the past episodes that my bumper
Yeah, you shared it, you shared it.
was damaged.
Yep.
And I left it in the casa for I think a couple of
Days? Weeks?
almost a week. I think it was 6 days.
So
Then-
you're just using your second car.
Yeah.
Ah.
Second and third.
Second car. Oh,
Ah,
wow.
Yeah.
And so later earlier after lunch I got it from my mama.
See, we need to translate every word, no?
I got
Yeah,
it from
yeah.
the casa.
We'll get the hang of it.
Sorry, I was
Definitely.
I was watching a
100%.
I was watching a previous episode of The Cool Pals and I think that's part of the reason why I proposed this type of
Oh.
podcast because there's this specific episode where the guest is
Hello, Paula Mendoza.
is an English trainer from a call center
Okay.
company.
Call center.
And
Call center.
the thing about you getting fluent in English is practice.
Definitely.
What makes us lagging when we try to speak in English is that we translate it in our head.
Mhm.
That's actually umsim.
Yes,
Omsim.
it's omsimities.
That's umsim.
It's one of the omsimities.
Nax. Ay. Nax na man may pakepe na ang mga tito.
Guys, it's hard to read your comments because we're also translating those in English, but we will appreciate if
You comment
You
in
know,
English too.
yeah.
But if it's
If
in
you join
Tagalog,
us-
no worries. We'll just
Yes.
read it in our accent.
we're the only ones limited to speaking in English. What's
What's
poppin'?
poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Uh,
Hi, Tita
what,
Ses.
what's poppin'? Definitely not Joey.
How's everything?
Oh man. Where's Tito Joey? By the way, Tito Joey, where are you?
Tito Joey was running some
Coffee uncles.
coffee uncles.
See, it's fun.
Ayala, I hope you join the
Errand-
podcast
errands.
one of the episodes. I'll pick you up and then
When you're down.
and yes.
I can even pick him up on his place.
Okay, thank you very much.
So
This is fun.
the thing is I was really happy when I saw the car a while ago. So I paid for the necessary bills needed to be paid and
It's
then
cold, ah.
really.
Yeah.
And then I got the car. I was looking at it. It's very clean because they cleaned it basically before they released it to me. Everything was fixed. However,
Oh. What's the however?
the
However,
There's a specific place in Giginto where it's flooding. I'm not sure in Malabon if it also rained, but for
it
a few
rained
minutes.
hard, right?
It rained cats and dogs.
Oh,
Oh,
that's too much.
that's too much, brother. So, but yeah, the thing is, after I got the car from Casa, I had no choice but to soak it in flood again.
Okay, so you have to wash the what do you call that? Underneath the
Under
car.
chassis.
Yeah,
Oh, see?
yeah,
Yes,
you have to wash
but
it.
I'll be doing it tomorrow.
Wait, so
Can
Tito
we
CK
join
has
in your
a comment here.
Yes, sure. Whenever
So,
you please,
y-
Tito CK. Where are you from?
Yeah,
by
you,
the
you can
way?
also join through Zoom. But we have to spend for that. So if you could send us stars, that would be greatly appreciated. So we can
Yes.
guest you guys in this small podcast.
Come on,
that
guys.
we
We're
have.
on episode 21 and we haven't reached
1,000.
1,000 followers yet. We're
Yeah.
on 600 plus followers.
So
still.
that's 21 weeks, guys. We miss how
21
many
weeks.
how many weeks did we miss already?
Twice
2 weeks,
or-
right?
2 weeks, I think, because of a lot of factors, work and the weather.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think the main reason why we're expanding the number of followers is because of TikTok. Honestly,
Oh, Apalit. Tito
Apalit!
CK is from
it's
Apalit.
very near.
Apalit Pampanga.
If you have time, hopefully your new job will not intervene with you. Joining the podcast. Then it would be our
We'll send
pleasure.
you the exact address.
It
of
would be our
Bawal.
pleasure if
You just go there.
so. What's the current news? I think you were sharing
Yeah.
an
So there's-
article from Inquirer.
Yeah, Tito Hiram already brought it up earlier. So,
How was it?
I don't know, two days ago, I think, or yesterday.
Mm.
Two days ago. Maharlika Fund.
The Maharlika Fund.
Yeah, it's already been signed by the greatest president, PBBM. So it's like, people say they're like a thief in the night. I don't know what that means, but yeah, it's...
I don't
It's gonna be
see
like a
any.
sneak attack.
I don't see any.
Sneak attack.
Stop!
You're already watching.
I'm watching it.
That's why I'm nervous on this episode because I'm always watching Kim's Convenience Store. They're
Oh, I'm at
English.
episode
No,
2.
it's only Kim's Convenience.
Kim's Convenience.
Yes, there's no. I'm already on the,
The
last.
English is very hard.
I'm already on the last season, but they are great.
Where you're coming from?
If they in their real lives are speaking fluent in English and then in the series they are speaking like that, they're
They're good,
really
they're good.
commendable
Yeah, yeah.
actors and actresses.
Did you guys watch the... What's that movie? Crazy Rich Asians?
I did, yes.
Yeah, the
I
lead female there, she speaks fluently, but she had to fake... Oh no, not Crazy Rich Asians, but Fresh Off the Boat. It's the same actress. She had to fake her Chinese accent for the
Her
show.
accent for
And it's
the show.
very good.
But she's really good with the accent.
Yeah,
She's fluent in
I think she
English.
grew up in the US. So, yeah.
Another thing why I liked Kim's Convenience is because of the depiction of a typical Asian family.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So,
Yeah.
sorry.
So what's your action?
Sorry, it was
That's
diverted.
about
But
Kim's.
Yeah. What's your action on the
as for-
approval?
as for Maharlika Fund, on the initiation in the first place of that bill back then, it's plain stupid for
Mhm.
my
It's
opinion.
already sketchy.
It's fishy.
It's already sketchy.
Fishy AF.
Why would you gather funds intended for the Filipino people and enroll it into what
An
whatever
investment,
investment you call?
Great risk.
And I believe that should be it's fine. It's fine.
Mhm.
If
But
it
if
was
it's-
put on the right hands.
And if it is consensual, like is SSS impacted by the
I'm not sure,
Maharlika
not sure.
Fund?
There were some revisions that, well, apparently there were revisions before the approval that weren't disclosed to public. So let's hope for the best. Good luck to the Philippines. Yeah.
I certainly think that's plain stupid because then it's an investment wherein the people has no choice but to put their money on it.
Hello, Tito
whether
J.
whether or
John
not Axel, hello, shout outs. whether or not they like it, they have to allot a portion of their salary or
Yeah.
their fund.
I think it would be accepted better by the public if, along with the bill, along with the law, there comes like a transparency something, just so people can see all the transactions
Yes.
or where the money is going. I'm not sure if there's anything tied up to transparency.
I'm also not sure, but I was thinking it would be slightly less of a damage if there's some sort of a financial report from the government.
Mm.
May it be quarterly, at least yearly. Give the people what they need to know.
Quarterly is
Quarterly is
better,
fine.
better.
Just like Sun Life Insurance, you can pay quarterly, not annually. So
And monthly.
It's very
Yeah.
very flexible. And
Unless
monthly,
you have an online account
yes.
wherein you can log in your account and see the returns.
I'm paying quarterly, so
Sun Life
it's very convenient too. You can pay, like you said,
Yes.
online.
and you'll be
Yep, yep.
securing yourself.
But
Oh,
in,
wait.
in the case of the Maharlika Fund,
I'm not sure.
mm,
It's like, I don't know. It's like somebody is grabbing your hard-earned money and you can't do nothing about it.
How about you? You voted for
my thoughts?
Robin Padilla, right?
Yeah.
Really?
He's the number one on my list.
Why?
No, I'm just
Why?
kidding. He's like 11th, something like that.
So it's still in there.
That's the joke.
A big difference.
Yo, what's the question? Anong question?
Anong question?
What's the question?
Ano po ang question
What's
mo?
your opinion
Yeah,
on
my
the...
opinion on
Shout out to the
Maharlika
16
Fund.
viewers. Thank you for watching.
Definitely, it's sketchy,
Mm.
and all I can say is good luck, Philippines. But the Maharlika Fund is good if you have it in the right hands. But
Yep.
right now,
I agree.
No.
I don't think that it's the right time for Maharlika
No,
Fund.
actually, even if it's what you call a right, the right
There will
hands,
still be corruption, but
It
it will be
and
lessened.
regardless of the person, the setup, the whole setup of it is very sketchy. Regardless if it's known to be a good leader, known to be a bad one, regardless. Shout out Simon Rojas Rodriguez. You were calling Joey, but Uncle Joey's not here.
Yeah, he ditched us for his family.
Yes, and it's very disappointing, Putting family first before the podcast.
And there's another news.
And then about the ill-gotten wealth.
About the
news?
ill-gotten wealth.
Is that the one that you were?
Yeah. So the cases against the ill-gotten wealth, about the ill-gotten wealth
Everything is
against
trash.
the Marcos. I'm not sure if everything, but billions worth of ill-gotten wealth has been trashed. So, yeah.
What do you mean when you say trash?
They dismissed the case, I think. So that's what they did for the past 1 year since they got into office. Well, they say Amy Marcos actually said it before during the elections that one of their goals is why Bongbong is running is to clean their name.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, she said it in passing. I don't think she meant it, but she said it. So, yeah.
Good luck, Philippines, and hello world. I have something in mind. Can't remember.
What's that something?
Also
Mind?
regarding the ill-gotten wealth, but can't recall. So,
Anyway,
Hello, Tito and
oh,
Tita.
there's a lot of angry reactions and sad reactions when we were
Uy,
talking
Yeah.
about the ill-gotten wealth.
so we had a letter sender, guys.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
No, not
You
yet.
have more boss
Eh,
balita.
because we haven't talked about the drug.
Oh, right. Did you see
Pura
that?
Luka?
The one that dressed up as Jesu
I haven't
Cristo.
seen it, but I know it.
Okay, so
Yep.
this is what I know on that context is
The
that,
Nazareno.
Yeah.
is that the Nazarene. So but basically the thing is how do you call a person who does a drug who does drug? Drugster?
queen.
Drug queen.
Drugster. Drug lord.
Hindi, no, because
Drag queen.
in the US there are straight males who do grab.
Yeah, there's
grab
called
drug
drug queens.
Drag queen also.
Yeah.
Sometimes occasionally they do dragging queening.
Yeah, yeah.
Drag queening.
Dragoning. And anyway, so that's what I know. There's this drag queen named Puraluka who dressed up as Jesus. And I'm not sure if
Sausage.
if the video was posted initially on Twitter. Was that on Twitter or
I'm not sure. Just I saw it on the news.
basically a video was posted of Puraluka in the middle of I assume an LGBT crowd.
Maybe.
And then they're partying to the remix of Ama Namin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
So if you're familiar with that. Sa susunod purong
accent.
sa susunod purong Tagalog naman. Sorry,
Like Ginoo
Princess
and Gina.
Romina. But we eat adobo. But there. So it definitely got backlash when it reached Facebook. Definitely.
Yeah.
Because
Of the old people.
I think
Not really the
I
old
think in the
people.
Philippines
The bashers.
Facebook is the social media platform that has the most reach.
Or is the most trash.
I think it's
in terms of social media.
Filipinos are the most frequent Facebook users. Like there are most like basta
I
next
think
to the US.
with
something
regards
like that.
with regards to population, I think on all social media platforms, Facebook is number one, or
Could be.
I think it's Facebook because yes,
Next to IG.
TikTok has a lot of people now, but
well, TikTok users still use
the older
Facebook, so
but the older people,
they're still on Facebook.
they're still on Facebook, but not all of them are on TikTok. That's why I assume Facebook has the most populated
views.
social media app in the Philippines right now. So going back to the topic,
Wait, shout out to
when
the
it-
20 viewers there.
Hello,
Thanks
guys.
for watching.
when it
Okay.
Thanks for sticking.
when it went to Facebook, people saw it, then it got positive and negative reactions. So definitely for those who acted negatively, they were commented on by the members of the LGBT community mostly. But I don't think every person in the LGBTQ has agreed with that event or
Performance.
that specific
So most of them
video.
commended or agreed to.
Most of them, based on my own account on social media, most of
On your own research.
most of them defended.
Mm.
You know, they did not give that, oh, that's so great, what you did was right. No, not like that. It's more like
Art.
someone posted a backlash
Mm-hmm.
and then they defended it through comments.
Okay.
So,
So how did they defend the performance by the drag queen?
well, number one reason is that for them it is unfair that the people are condemning that particular event, while for all of these years the Catholic Church has been discriminating the gay people in general.
So it's more of the hypocrisy angle. Like don't be like they have no right to be calling them out right now.
I think it's more of a tooth for a tooth.
Mm-hmm. So is it harmful the performance by what's the name?
Pura
Pura
Luka.
Luka.
Pura Luka.
I'm not sure if it's Pura Luka or Luka Pura or Luka Doncic. But yeah, that was
So
that was it.
Were you guys affected? Like, did you find it funny? Did you
Or
find it offensive?
You.
Offensive. Not really on my end. But I would definitely agree if some people would find it offensive.
Mm-hmm. It's understandable, right?
It's understandable, yeah.
Oh, me personally, I did not care.
Same.
Yeah, I did not care about the issue. I don't understand where. I understand why they're getting pressed, but to the point of some people really they overreact over those types of things. I don't think it's worth the attention. If it offends you, you can just ignore, right? I don't know. It's not worth stressing about.
Honestly, my initial reaction when I saw that is, wait, that's too much. That was my initial reaction. But I took some time and contemplate. Really, because
Of course.
I'm not sure if I think none of us has posted anything regarding that or shared
No,
us
I mean,
or shared a post
I've
related to that and
no, I
shared
did
our
not.
thoughts.
I did not.
But I was contemplating on my stand on that matter, and I got confused because I think I have no right to be offended
Mhm.
as for myself, because if I will be offended, then I'm someone with double standards, because I was watching stand-up comedies and then they were bashing
Right.
bashing different religions, and
Good evening,
and I was good
Tito
evening,
Christian.
and I was laughing at those jokes. So
Yeah.
how foolish will I be if I be offended if an entity or Jesus per se.
Which is close to you.
Yes. It's not being offended. It's more of well, if I'm I will not be offended, but I will not join that.
Yep.
Gets.
For you, it's wrong. It's not something you would do. Something like that.
Well, as
Because for me, it's wrong. For me.
yes, because
Really?
I for us, it's wrong because we are we are encapsulated is encapsulated in
We're just
correct?
practicing English.
But we belong
Tito
in
Christian.
that faith
Yeah.
where we are praying to Jesus,
Mhm.
praising Jesus, and looking at Jesus as God, right? So if well, we how do I say that?
Do
We
you
have
mean-
the right to think of it as wrong.
Mm.
But if you'll take the shoes of those who will, if you'll be in the shoes of those who does that, they basically do not believe in what we believe in. That's
Yeah,
why
because we got different morals.
yes,
That's fine.
it's a totally different topic if someone who is a straight up Catholic does that.
Would it be more acceptable if
No,
no?
it's more condemning to look at that person who is publicizing his belief in Jesus at the same time doing that, because that's blatant disrespect, because even that person believes in Jesus, so it's very contradicting that you'll be disrespecting
Mm.
or you'll be mocking a person you believe in the case though of
Pura.
if in the case though of Pura, and I assume he or she or whatever
They them.
the pronouns are
It.
they do not belong in
Oy.
the same.
Ay.
Uy, thank
Hey.
you. Thank you, Christian.
Thanks, Otits.
Thank you, Christian.
Christian
Thanks, Tito Christian.
They do
and-
not belong in the same faith like we do, right? So for them, they're not disrespecting anyone. Because
For me, I think it would be more accepted if it happened. It was done by someone belonging to the church, like someone who practices their faith. Because it became offensive. It will become offensive if it's plain mocking if it's from outside, right? So,
And
for
you know
example,
the intentions are really to mock.
yeah. For example, me, I'm not an Islam or something. I'm not a Muslim. If I dress up as a terrorist, something like that, I not a terrorist. If I dress up as a Muslim and then I act as a terrorist, somewhere
Kim's
between
confused.
that
but
line,
yeah, gets.
it's more offensive because I don't belong in their group. I'm not sure about Pura Luca.
And I have I have the
You get what I
We
mean?
get the gist of it.
Yeah.
Mm. But I have a totally different opinion, or might as well say as a reverse, because those people in the LGBTQ who do not belong in the Catholic faith, and I think Pura Luca is one of them. They do not believe in Jesus. That's why they don't have the fear. That is why I think if someone who is a straight up Catholic does that same thing, it would be more blasphemous because you know the teachings.
Oh, blasphemy! I forgot about blasphemy.
Yes, you know, you know they teach in the Bible.
You know.
Do not mock Jesus. Do not
Use the name.
Oh, use the name of Jesus in vain.
It's
More
just
so,
disrespectful. Maybe
it's
we can.
I take it as a shitload of disrespect if
Hello, Tito
someone
Popoy.
inside the Catholic church does that.
Well, I think that's good that we discuss this because we have different points of view.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's one of the rare occasions where
Yep.
where we have different points of view. How about you, Tito Ram?
What? I already shared my views.
It's offensive.
Yeah,
Right.
it's offensive.
It's
And
offensive.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that if I were in their position.
Yeah,
But I do not
Because
agree.
I would know that there will be people that will be offended,
Yeah,
and I don't
yeah.
like that.
I think it's really offensive to certain groups of people.
Yes.
Yeah,
I-
any comedy, any
I-
act for that matter.
I do not though support the responses of those Christian people who's making exaggerating comments,
Yeah.
threatening
Threats.
those because if you as a Christian person really believes or know what the Bible says, it does not say that everyone who mocks me should be done like that, blah blah blah. So it's more of a I'm thinking it's more of an approach wherein you'll tell that person, oh, you know, I don't think that's acceptable,
Mhm.
at least on my faith, because this and that and this and that. And if the person you're talking to continues doing that, then you've done your part as a Christian, right? You've done your part.
As a Christian, Tito Christian, have a comment. Me personally,
I'm offended.
Kahit
Even
Kahit
if
di
you
nyo
don't know us.
tanong.
yeah, I think our emotions were all tapped on different levels, right? But definitely, we as Christians, we were tapped by that video. It's just that
And
there-
Pura did not stop there. Yeah, there's more.
I saw a picture of Pura in a bed in a floor,
Yeah,
raising the middle finger.
Pura was dancing or performing to Natutulog Bang Diyos. That's why there's bed.
Oh,
Yep.
I did not know the context.
I saw the short clip.
And I agree with GB Labrador in the Cool Pals when he said that the problem that happened in here was that it got online. You see, all those people in that specific place and event
would have laughed.
would have laughed.
Yeah, they found it funny.
would
It's
have-
for them.
Would have joined because it's for them.
Yep.
So the thing is, it got online.
There
So,
are some jokes.
That's the point na hindi na tama. He didn't stop and mock Catholics more. Yes, that's what GB is also saying. So the problem started when it got online.
Yep.
And he was saying that hopefully the LGBTQ community realized that after this realized that, oh, this is where
you don't support this.
this is where a line is being crossed. So if a content like this is offensive to a number of people, then maybe we should stop posting this online and keep it to ourselves.
Yep.
Just
I
like
agree.
just like Goldagal and Jillian Cobillas when their videos of them
The stand up,
joking
right?
joking about INC and the Catholic Church is posted and received also backlash, they stop right there. They stop because they realize that that's the point where they are crossing the line. So if a joke is about the religion, might as well keep it to the audience of the stand-up comedy, not post it online anymore. But-
Same.
But it's a different scenario here in Pura Lucas case because it added fuel to the fire.
Yeah, I think Pura's intention really is to offend. I think because if that's not the case, I think
He continued it.
yeah, Pura would have stopped there. Or
Is it to offend or to gain clout? Because
Both.
not sure. Because if you're someone who likes
because that,
maalaska, I don't know the term. If you're someone
Bully.
na maalaska,
Tease.
Bully?
Something like that. You'll
Mocking
continue.
Joe.
Yeah, you'll continue that. I mean, nothing will stop you to offend other people. That's what's happening to Luca. Pura Luca.
Pura Luca.
What did Christian
but
say?
I think it's more of a cloud chasing act because well, we all know in the Philippines the expressway to popularity is bad publicity.
Yep.
One
Shout
of
out
the
to
ways.
Rendon Labrador.
Or look at Rendon Labrador making a dipshit
Tons.
out of himself. And I'm pretty sure he knows about it, that he looks stupid online. But yeah. So Christian Ang was saying, that's the time LGBTQ will also be mocked. Then they will be the one to be offended when their rights will be affected. Disclaimer, Christian Ang is not against the LGBTQ. Question. Do you think this thing will affect the pursuance of the SOGI bill?
I don't think so.
It's a no for me as well.
Yep.
It won't.
It won't affect.
It won't.
Okay. No,
Isolated case.
isolated
Right.
cases. But the thing is, there are senators who does not favor the bill, and
And this may
Affect that.
their
Yes.
decision.
they can milk this situation in their favor not to approve the.
I
But
don't think so because Soji bill has way more impact compared to not to call this.
well,
Pass it
it's
as
because
a-
human rights. Here in this Pura Luca situation, the thing is, you are, well, at least in our faith, there are two kinds of laws, right? It's the law of the Constitution and the law of your religion.
Yeah, it's a no for
It's a no
Uncle
for
CK.
CK2. Thank
Okay.
you. So
We're not alone.
technically, LGBTQ is not violating any constitutional law.
Yeah.
So it's just a law. No, not just. It's a law of religion that for the Catholic Church is being violated. So yeah. CP also posted the statement saying that that's a blatant disrespect. But they are
Well, sorry, even Risa Ontiveros was the main pusher of Soji Bill. She called out the performance.
Yes, Chan, yes.
Yes, sir.
And I
No, it's not Sansa Isabel, it's Lugam.
Music Mate Chan. You have to tell the correct address because we are promoting Music Mate at the
They
same
might
time.
go to Lugam.
Yes. So yeah, nasa Sansa Isabel po kami. Did I say right?
Yeah, Sansa Isabel. Saint Elizabeth.
So how about you guys? Guys, you can still comment about
What's your thought?
your
Thoughts?
personal thoughts on the Pura Luca
Situation.
Pura Luca incident while we're dealing with this letter sender that has
we
been
have a letter
Okay.
I think-
sender.
last week he messaged the page because last Thursday we did not
He was expecting some
yes,
kind of a
we
live,
did not
right?
have any episode. So to those who are listening, 16 viewers, shout outs to all of you. We did have a letter sender after our last episode, which was 2 weeks ago, right? So it's not an actual letter sender.
Nako, my friend Tayo.
Nako, my friend.
Nito.
Tayo need nito.
Who?
Alright.
So
Do you want me to read the comments? The message
but,
now?
but
go ahead.
you can read it in Tagalog.
Yeah, I will read it in
So it will be
Tagalog.
verbatim.
Yeah, okay.
So here's the letter sender.
Yep.
Here's the letter from an anonymous letter sender because every person who reaches out to the page is we are asking them if they want to be posted as anonymous or not. So
And we want your opinions as well.
this is a very sensitive and kind of in line with the last topic that
Yep.
we tackled.
Okay. So I'll read it now. Hello, Paps. Ako si Toot sa TikTok.
TikTok.
Baka gusto nyo i-content sa podcast. Ito na nga. May minamahal kasi ako ngayon at alam kong mahal pa din niya ako. As in, pareho pa din kami ng nararamdaman.
Mm.
Pero hindi na pwedeng bumalik sa dati. Hirap mag-accent eh. Dahil hindi payag ang magulang niya dahil gusto nila magkapamilya yung ex ko ng normal. Okay. Yes po. Same-sex relationship po. Sa loob po ng 3 taon, mahirap siyang bitawan. Mahirap yung sitwasyon dahil nagkikita kami ng patago dahil mahal namin ang isa't isa. Hence, bawal na pag-ibig. Susundin ko po ba yung puso ko kung magagalit naman yung magulang niya? Again, may minamahal kasi ako ngayon at alam kong mahal pa din niya ako. As in, pareho pa din kami ng nararamdaman. Pero hindi na pwedeng bumalik sa dati dahil hindi payag ang magulang niya dahil gusto nila magkapamilya yung ex ko ng normal. Yes po, same-sex relationship po. Sa loob ng 3 taon, mahirap siyang bitawan. Mahirap yung sitwasyon dahil nagkikita kami ng patago dahil mahal namin ang isa't isa. Susundin ko po ba yung puso ko kung magagalit naman yung magulang niya?
Sapa.
Now you translate live.
No, you
No pala,
translate.
no.
Hello, Boombi.
Sorry, Ayel. We were trying to read the actual letter so
Yeah.
that it will be delivered to you guys as is on
Yeah,
how it
word
was sent
per word.
on how it was sent to us. So, can you summarize, Tito Ram, on how you understood?
In English?
No.
So, ang nangyari kasi, itong dalawang
Tagalog na. Matuloy.
magjowa na same-sex. So, si dalawang tito, sasummarize ko talaga. Meron silang bawal na pag-ibig.
Meron.
Okay.
Na,
Ngayon, alam nung isang tito na ayaw nung magulang niya. So, there's a conflict. Pero gusto nilang ituloy yung pagmamahalan nila, pero nga hindi nila magawa. So ngayon, nakikita sila ng palihim. They're keeping a secret to their families. So, yun.
so the question is, susundin pa ba yung puso niya kung magagalit naman yung magulang?
Lalaban ba
Oh,
sila?
for you guys who are watching, you can share your opinion.
Are they gonna fight?
Are they
Or
gonna follow their hearts and desires?
Ano ba?
Yeah. So I think the parents know that they
Is it wrong for the parents to want I
Family.
think normal is not politically correct anymore? Or is it wrong for the parents to want heterosexual and the common type of family?
It's wrong for me.
I think it's okay, but it will depend on how they act upon them wanting it, you know.
For
Me too.
me,
I don't think it's completely wrong, but if they're hurting their children,
That's why I'm saying it's okay, but it
Yeah,
will still depend on how they act on it. Gets? If you're forcing,
Yeah,
if
I
you're
get it,
forcing
but-
your child or your offspring,
offspring.
ano totoo, gay? If you're forcing your child to be a person who they clearly do not want to be,
then that's wrong.
that's wrong.
So-
I'm not sure if this question will be offensive, but nevertheless I will say it.
Go.
A person being gay, is environment affecting that? Do you think environment is affecting that? The upbringing since
Some say it's genetics.
It's genetic. I think what the environment does is
cultivate.
No, na
Horn.
yung sila
Hone.
ano tawag doon in the closet, if they're hiding their real
Letting them out.
identity. So it's preventing them from expressing their real selves. I think that's the effect of
And
environment.
When they find the right environment.
Yeah,
that
that's when they
could
come out.
release.
Yep.
Okay.
They say it's genetics, but
Yeah.
I think environment could also affect in some
If
isolated cases.
if you'll divide it into percentages, would you say it's 80%
I would
genetics?
agree. 80%.
and then 20% environmental factor?
Depende.
I think it's
Why?
100.
What?
Mark
why?
Angelo Austero Santos, depende po kasi eh.
Elaborate.
Can you depends on what What question are you answering? You can make a quick elaboration in the comments.
But just
Oh,
going back,
Okay.
so our letter sender and their lover have been together for 3 years.
3?
3 years, and they've been meeting up for I don't know how long in secret.
Okay.
I think that's the hardest part there. You have to, you're not able to
And
express
maybe
your
the
love.
thrilling part.
Sorry, what?
The thrilling part.
Maybe.
They love the thrill.
But secrecy for same-sex relationships, I assume, is a lot harder than having a secret heterosexual relationship.
definitely.
Because normally the case for heterosexual relationships is that the people involved are believed to be too young for a relationship. That's why it's being kept a secret, right? So for the heterosexual setup, they are looking at a certain time. Like, okay, when we reach this one, we can broadcast to your parents that we're actually together. Unlike in the same-sex relationship setup, it's
Hello, Kuya Junik.
it's kind of clueless. They're kind of clueless on how or when will they be able to broadcast that relationship of theirs.
Yeah.
So I think
It's harder.
It's a lot
It's harder.
harder.
So, in your opinion, what should our letter sender do?
A lot of factors is coming into my thoughts. Initially is how old are them?
Yeah.
How old are they?
Can
Yeah.
we assume that they're both working or?
I think so. Let's check.
But we can.
But you can message us if you're there to
Yes,
answer the
you're watching.
questions.
If you're in the page, what's the name? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Just graduated or?
Okay. So working.
Yep.
Okay. But we can assume that the other guy is still living with his parents, no?
I don't think so.
Well, it's
we
the
can-
custom here in the Philippines, even if you're old, right? Your parents still make pakaalam.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
we can assume also, like even if the partner is not living with the parents anymore, there are people who really value the opinion of their parents
Yeah.
enough
Mm.
to not pursue a relationship,
That's true.
even if they're not under the same roof with their family.
Get your
So
point.
it's not. For me, it's not a factor anymore, especially if they're at that age. The
Personally,
working
I think
age.
the lover, the other person, has to make the decision ultimately, because I don't think the problem is with the letter
letter
sender's
sender.
family.
Yeah.
It's with the family of the other person.
And we did not ask, right, if the family of the letter sender is approving of that setup,
It
right?
could be because
Yep.
But
he
it
did
could-
not brought it up.
Yeah.
Yep. It's not a problem for the letter sender. Yeah, I think it's up to the other person to make a decision.
So what is your suggestion?
Well, for our letter sender, you have to ask, like, what's the plan? Because you've been together for 3 years, and 3 years, of course, is not a joke. Especially if you're in your mid to late 20s. Especially if you're in your late to mid
Who's that?
20s.
We're good,
It's my
we're good.
tito. It's my tito.
Oh.
But it's a long time. They've been together for a long time, and I think it's finally,
It's high time.
It's high time for them to make a decision whether they would
For
continue,
themselves.
continue this relationship or stop because of the parents.
Mm.
Because FYI parents, if your children are gay or lesbian for that matter, you can't force them to have babies just because you want them to have babies.
Mm.
And they're at their right age to make decisions of their own.
Right.
So all you can do is
Support.
share your opinion and how
Yeah.
you feel, maybe, but definitely not control.
Always be
child.
supporting, even if you don't like it.
Yeah, but it's tough here in our country.
But there's a lot of rebellious children that came out as rebellious because their parents are
Strict.
unreasonably strict, right?
Yeah, I've seen a lot. I know a lot of people.
We can't also blame
Hello, Jasmine.
we can't also blame the generation of our
To die.
parents being like that because
our parents.
obviously that's how they were brought up by their
Mm.
own parents, right? So
Oh, okay. There's an additional information. Our sender sent a new message. 2 years kami legal sa kanila. But after 2 years, kinausap akong parents niya na yun nga ang gusto nila. 1 year kami nagkikita in secret.
okay.
Oh.
2 years legal. That's very nice.
Yeah, but what happened?
But what happened? It's already 2 years and
Maybe the boyfriend boyfriend is only child, something like that,
or a breadwinner.
or breadwinner.
But for 2 years, they have accepted.
Yeah. So what changed?
What changed?
Can we call our letter sender?
Can we call you? Because
Now it's gonna be harder
they,
since the parents already know that they've been together.
Yeah.
You cannot explain it anymore that I love the person because they know.
they know, yeah. And the tricky part is they were initially accepted. So really the question is what happened?
What happened?
What happened? I think the parents of the lover had some sort of realization. That is why the decision is the decision was turned 180 degrees,
Mhm.
right? While we're trying to reach the
Only
the le-
child. Yeah.
only
so
child.
The boyfriend is an only child. So in short, gusto nila makapag-asawa ng girl yung anak nila.
Oh, so it's just a random decision that they made.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of unfair for the parents doing that. You think?
Yeah, it's unfair.
It's unfair.
Because they got their child's hopes up, right? That
And it's
tanggap pala ako ni mami.
and it's not a small thing. It's not like saying, okay, we'll go to Jollibee later, and then we change our minds. We'll not go to Jollibee. Fortune na lang. Well, basically, it's not the same, right? It's not a small thing because it's a relationship of two adults.
Mhm.
And it may be a bomb when, the parents...
You already gave your blessing for 2 years. And then suddenly you'll be changing that
Dick
just
move.
because
Dick move, mommy, daddy.
yeah, it's
So what are they gonna do?
it's
If that's
unfair.
the scenario.
I think
What's your suggestion, Tito? But can we
What's
read
your
this comment?
sex change?
Can we read this comment for a while? Kuya
Okay.
Junic. Kuya, pwede ba magtanong, Kuya, paano malaman kung bawal na pag-ibig ang mararamdaman mo, Kuya?
can you explain
Hindi, let's just give a quick comment. Kapag di mo ma-share sa iba, and if you're not proud of, telling the story of your girlfriend with other person.
Yeah, and there
basically
are
if it
disapprovers.
will kung Tagalog naman siya nagtanong sa pag inassess mo yung relationship nyo kapag naging magjowa kayo kung sa tingin mo mas malaki yung negative
Malaki.
na mare-receive nyo rather than yung positive and happy thoughts na makukuha nyo
Baka bawal.
That's
might as well
bawal.
think about
might
it.
be a warning.
Oo.
So, yun.
How
Kuya
old are
Junic.
you, Junic?
Kuya Junic is like 30s.
You know Kuya Junik?
Mm.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So going back to our letter sender.
Babaero
so,
kasi yan eh.
It's unfair
Joke.
for us. It's unfair for the parents to
Mm.
to make that
100%.
So,
change.
There's additional info. Kaya ngayon, binigyan muna namin ng space each other. Mag 3 months na kami di nagkikita para makapag-isip-isip.
Okay din.
Yeah. Give time.
Because if you'll be deciding to fight that battle, you have to decide it you have to decide to fight that battle, both of you.
Yeah, maybe you can also find ways to sway the parents.
Yes,
You know?
Through
I think based on what my experience, the best thing to do to get the parents' approval is that show them that you are making a good influence. You're being a good influence to your lover. Like he's improving individually,
Mhm.
right? He's making some
He is growing
good
with
changes
you.
for
Almost seems.
for him or herself, right? So
So what should they do?
Yeah, I think that's the first step. Give space. No, not space, but time.
give
They,
time.
yeah, they don't have to rush to any decisions. But back to my point, I think ultimately it's up to the other person to finally decide for them.
Bjorn Valencia, new setup mga otits. Yes.
Yes.
We
Hello, Tito
are
Bjorn.
again for those who are watching. We are on Music Mate. This is a place.
We are in the
Doing-
voice studio.
We are in the voice studio. This is actually a platform
Yeah.
we're sitting on. So
Platform.
So what's yours?
you, no, I was.
Yeah, so you just give it time.
Give time.
Then come back.
No, give time for the other person to come up with a decision.
But 3 months is kind of long. I
Well,
don't know.
if
I
it's
don't know, with me.
if you're gonna win the
for me too.
time for forever, like if you're gonna use those 3 months to win a lifetime with your partner, I think it will be worth it in the end.
Yes, but making a decision out of this, especially if they have been together for quite some time now, for
Will
me,
not take 3
for
months.
for
Will not-
me, it
yeah.
should not take 3 months to come up with a plan and the decision. Especially, I'm leaning towards them fighting for their relationship because at one point,
Same.
their parents, the parents of the lover, has already approved of the
Yep.
relationship. So, if they decide to push for this relationship, all they have to do is show to the parents that, hey, we are genuinely happy and we are both growing on this relationship. And if after all that, if you're certain that you really are growing individually and together, and you are both happy and people are seeing that, and if after all that positivity the parents would still stick to their decision, then I think it's not your fault anymore. It's a matter of the parents being close-minded. Tagalog muna tayo, wala naman si Alphonse. Sorry, magsi-CR daw si Tito Alf, guys. Tito Alf is going to wash the room.
Going to the
How about
washroom.
you?
My thoughts?
Oo. You have to explain your thoughts on a lot of sentences because we
Yeah.
are waiting for Tito Alphonse.
Okay. Are you done with your thoughts?
I am. I think I am.
You have something in mind?
No, I think I am.
Okay.
You go for it.
My thoughts about the issue. Well, if I were in the position of the other guy, the one with the strict parents, I would rather... Oh, Tito Alf! You're the next one. What's your opinion? What's your thoughts about this couple?
The same.
He's done. I'm next to
What
you.
did you say?
I'm next to you.
Yeah.
So we just waited for you.
No, you. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know
Yeah, we didn't talk when you went outside. So we just really waited for you, for your thoughts.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. Thoughts?
Give it time. I already said my thoughts. Give it time.
Oh, you're
give
the
it
only
time.
one who
Yeah,
hasn't
and
said the thought.
Well, I was about to say the same thing. Give it time. But for me,
Mapatagalog o English, ganun lang yung gagawin.
hirap na nga sa Tagalog, sa English pa.
Go.
Same with Tito Jerdy. 3-month time is too long.
Hi, Kuya
If
Jaime.
we're going to decide if we want to fight this battle or not.
While waiting, you should translate nakakapagpabagabag. Basic, it's bothersome.
Never sing.
I was saying. Yeah. Can you repeat what you said?
Diba it's bothersome?
I think so, yeah.
Diba?
Nervousing.
Our brilliance.
So where am I?
Oh, it's automatic.
Oh, really?
I think so.
It's
fine.
either automatic or broken.
Or we're about to finish the podcast and Alphonse,
So, Tito Ram, go.
So yeah, that's my opinion. If I were in the position of the other guy,
Mm-hmm.
3 months is too long. I would rather fight for it. Although there are some circumstances like his parents. But in that position, I would definitely
Ignore what?
ignore the feelings of my parents to fight for, Alejandro. To fight for him. Because what if with
To
the three-
fight for Juan.
for Alejandro?
Because Americans they're pronouncing it like that, right? Juan. Anyway, go.
Well, what if in that 3-month period, then they have decided to, get back together, but the other guy have moved on,
Yeah.
something like that.
It's quiet without the aircon.
Really. Deafening silence, right? No, but
I would definitely fight for it because I don't want to have regrets.
In the end, right?
in the end.
really.
If I haven't waited for the 3-month period, I could have.
And
got
if
him.
if it failed, at least you can say to yourselves
Yes.
that you did what you can do.
It's better to fail while trying
Everything.
than never trying at all,
Right.
according to Confucius.
Oh.
No, I don't know who said it. It's like the ganun.
Pag maganda pakinggan si Confucius.
Matik.
So that's me.
And it's easier to say that you have to make a fight out of
Yeah.
that relationship because
We're
again
not in that position.
Yep,
first
yep,
of all,
yep.
yes. But
It's
hindi.
easier. It's
it's
easier,
easier for us.
And it's easier for us to say it because we know that at some point the parents already approve. So maybe they can gain that approval again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he could still take care of his parents even though he's away. He can
Yeah.
visit them once in a while,
Right, but-
even though they don't like to.
Right, but we don't know if the concern is for the person to take care of the
The
parents.
family, yeah.
Because based on the letter sender, the main concern is the parents want to
Have a normal family.
oh
Well,
yeah.
sooner or later they're gonna have to accept it.
yeah.
And also there are other ways of building a family.
It's
Right.
it's not wrong for the parents to want something for us, but
want something for them.
if a person or if your child becomes an adult already, you are in no place or at least 100% in place to control. It's automatic. So it's powering up again. Okay. So that's my opinion. And to the letter sender, I hope that 3 months time is, I imagine that's really tough.
Of course.
No.
Yeah,
You are with-
maybe you just have to move on.
You are
Let go.
napagod. Let the pup go. You are with someone for 3 years and then you'll be separated for 3 months. You know.
One more tip. I think you have to be extra careful about if you decide to meet up again in secret, because
Mhm.
once they find out, that would
You done.
it's gonna
It will not
affect
help your
You're
cause.
negatively. Yeah.
More
will-
done.
You're doner than yesterday.
Yep.
But definitely it will not affect your cause. So be careful.
Yeah, just be more careful.
Yeah, and ask him right away. Tonight, what's your plan?
Yes.
End it today.
No. But
End it today or continue it today.
again, in my opinion, 3 months is too long for
It's bugging him, di ba?
making that decision. 3 months is too long. 1 month is enough, I think.
Yeah. 4 weeks.
Ayaw pa ng 1 month.
Any
So-
other thoughts?
So what do you think?
Do you have any
Letter sender.
Wait, to the letter sender, I hope
What happened?
I hope we were able to help you out. And if that the situation of you being apart with your lover is ongoing currently,
And this is making you
we
crazy.
hope you
Yeah, be strong.
it really does make you crazy.
So, message him right now.
And
Make a move.
that's not limited to same-sex relationships, right? If you're separated from someone you love
Yep.
for a
Because
specific
love
amount.
has no gender. So
Right.
Yeah.
So there, to the letter sender, I hope we we were able to help you out or pacify your. It really feels crazy being in that situation, not knowing what's next. Right?
Have you guys experienced the same thing? Like there's a disapproval for your relationships?
No, because I'm a handsome guy eh.
Oh, okay. Sana all.
Sana all. Disapproval, no. It's more of not knowing whether they approve or not because it's a secret at first.
Oh.
And I think that's a usual setup for
For
high,
young
high
kids.
schoolers,
Yeah.
young kids. So how about you?
No. I never experienced that. Disapproval from parents, no.
How about you?
Me, I had one once in my life
Why did they not approve?
because she is a minor.
Oh.
But
you,
but
how old were you?
but I
Groomer?
was just 20 or 19 at that time.
And how old was she? 11.
No, 17, 16.
Groomer.
Oh,
Groomer.
So it's like
I didn't
4
know
year
the right
gap.
thing by when that happened. So
And how did the parents know?
with the text,
I
chats.
think I know who you are talking about.
But
So,
that was one time, and I never tried repeating it.
Yep. And you're happily married now.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all gonna work out in the end, letter sender.
ooh.
Whether it be with your current lover or someone else.
Or anyone.
Everything happens for a reason. If it's something that you really want, then do your best and exert everything you can to fight for it. And if it still
True.
fails, then maybe it's really not for you.
Or you need to fight for it again.
Yeah, just maybe take the leap, make the decision now.
Mhm.
You know, it's either
Bump
yes
in a
or
road.
no. Yun lang naman eh.
Yeah.
Make a decision now. Yeah. That's
But it's easier for us to say those
Yeah,
things because for yourselves that if
But
we are
could do that if we were in their position. Do it now.
yes, but we cannot say that.
Just a little push.
But we cannot say.
Tawagan mo. Okay.
Totoo. Kaya mahirap.
Let's not fool ourselves.
Kaya mahirap umiinom pag ganyan. eh, no? Sobrang rupok. Anyway, to the letter sender, I hope we were able to help you out with your problem.
Yeah.
And sorry, your situation is valid. It's not a black or white situation. We understand that
It's rainbow.
yeah, for the LGBT community. No. We understand that there are gray areas in your situation, but best to not prolong your agony because it's very agonizing being in that situation. So might as well come up with a plan, not rushing, but as soon as
Rush?
possible.
As soon as possible. As soon as possible.
Yes, as
Maybe
soon-
now.
And you can message us if you want. What was the result after
Yeah.
you made the decision? Maybe we can get
The message is all caps.
maybe we can
Takinan nyo.
This is the last time.
gago kayo, sinunod ko kayo.
This is all your
Uy,
fault.
JR Solero, 50
Thank you
stars.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Ay, Kuya Je, salamat.
Thank you very much. Thank you. How long were we on live? Can you take a look, Tita
Can
Ram?
you take a look?
Rec.
Like 1 hour.
Were we live for an hour?
Joke lang, I haven't seen it.
It's almost 10. So
An hour and 11 minutes.
Okay.
An hour and 11 minutes. I think we
So any
tackled
parting words
any
Parting word.
Any
or
parting
lessons learned?
Mm.
Because we discussed
Okay.
different
okay.
topics today. Like
Okay. Lesson learned.
what?
Yeah, go ahead, Tito Jerds.
about
Anything.
Any
I
take
think that
home.
we talked about.
well, for the Maharlika fans, my thought is really good luck Philippines.
Luck Pilipinas.
Because I don't think they are saying that people who are on high-paying jobs basically are not affected by this. No, at some point,
We are all affected.
I think the only people who are not affected by those stupidity of the government is those basically the tycoons, because they have a say, they have a control
Cronies.
over that matter. But for people who are
They are also affected by it positively.
Yeah,
I assume
Tycoons.
as long as you're friends with the government.
Yeah.
They're all friends.
Yeah. And for the letter sender, I don't have any opinion. I think I've said everything I can say
Right.
on the topic. For Pura Luca, to those Christians who were offended by the video and what Pura Luca is doing now, it's okay to be offended, but you have to check on how you react, because you should still react on what the Bible says, and I think it's not leaning towards you condemning those people. So yeah, that's all. How about you?
Tito Alf.
Um,
Yeah, go
well, based from our topics, bottom line is we have to make better decisions. First is we have to be smarter about our decisions. So on the Maharlika Fund, we voted for those people. So we deserve what's happening right now. Also for Pura Luca, if you think your decisions are good offending those groups of people, then fine. But if you feel like don't play victim the next time. If you feel like you're being victimized or you're
Do
getting
not
offended,
use the discrimination card.
don't play the victim card because you made your own decisions. You
It has
chose to
always been
offend
like
people.
that.
Yeah, and then for our letter sender, thanks. You're welcome. Letter sender already.
Said thank you.
Yeah. Said
Oh,
thank
you are
Welcome.
welcome. And if
You're
there's
welcome.
any progress with your situation, feel free to message us.
And-
Progress or
Yeah, and I hope you both make the right decisions for yourselves.
Yeah.
Not only for yourselves, but also for your
At
families.
some point in time, I hope you be genuinely happy.
You, Tito,
yeah,
Ram.
I have the same views. I have the same thoughts. With the Maharlika Fund, good luck, Philippines. Why? That's my opinion.
Si Summarize.
With Pura Luca, you're wrong. You're definitely wrong.
Wrong, bro.
For the letter sender, I would really highly recommend to
Do it now.
Do it now, to fight for it.
Mhm.
I don't want you to have regrets.
Mm.
We all have regrets, but we need to fight for. We need to make it right or do our best,
Mhm.
if ever, so that we won't have regrets.
Everything
Yeah.
worth having is worth fighting for.
Right.
That's
Confucius.
Right.
Confucius.
By Confucius. So that's me.
I think that's
Yeah, that's
it.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
before we finish this, I just want you to greet Lele. Happy birthday. Napaka-cute.
Oy,
Happy
happy
birthday,
birthday,
Lele.
Lele. And that's it.
Thank you.
To the letter sender, feel free to message anytime. And for those of you watching, even not watching, feel free to share your story if you have something to share. You have something you think you have to let out of your chest and you're not comfortable sharing it with your friends. We can have you as anonymous.
Yeah, next time maybe we have to put our logo here.
Oh yeah. And
T-shirt nga, di na to.
Sim.
Okay.
T-shirt caps.
Bili muna tayo ng audio interface. So, thank you guys.
Ay, salamat sa mga nag-send
Oy,
ng
grabe.
stars.
Oy,
Tsaka,
oo nga eh.
ang
Thanks for
consistent,
staying.
matatag yung viewers natin ngayon.
And kung saan lugar sila nang galing.
Yes. Thank you everyone. Hanggang sa susunod ulit na episode. Kita-kita ulit tayo sa
Omsim, itanong mo sa tito mo.
Itanong mo sa tito mo.